All right, good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you so much for your patience this morning. It's 8 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour, and today is Monday, the 20th day of March 2023. Good morning to the listeners at home and abroad, wherever you find yourself and however you are listening or locked on. Good morning. We're live at this time on Facebook and YouTube at WFM99SVG. Remember to follow us on all of the social media platforms at the same handle. Good morning, Dr. Thompson. How are you this morning?
And a pleasant good morning to you, Christal. A pleasant morning to all the listeners. Activated morning. Nice being here this morning. Let me tell you that. Really wonderful.
Of course, it's a pleasure having you.
Yes.
Now, at 8:15 this morning, we're going to be joined by the Vice President of the Social Workers Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, there is such a thing. Miss Russell Solomon, she'll be joining us to talk about the Social Work Day lecture. But before we get to that, let's just say good morning. Let's check in with some folks who joined us on WhatsApp earlier. Let me say good morning to Dale and Etienne. Good morning to you. Somebody sending out birthday greetings to Mishka Sampson, Neil Williams of the Bible, celebrating today. Greetings coming from her husband Alan, children Citron, Petal, and Rose, and her mom Sonia. Greetings also from her brothers and sisters, aunts, the entire family circle, and the church family as well. You all come together to wish her God's guidance and the best of health. Happy birthday to you. All righty then. Good morning to Anne. A pleasure having you this morning, joining us, and to the folks who are watching online as well. Good morning to you. Now, how was your weekend?
Mine.
Well, I think that's what's meant by your.
No, I thought you were reaching out to all the listeners. Call in and tell us how your weekend was. Well, I tell you. I went to a nice event yesterday. There's the links with the diaspora. There's a gentleman, he's the president of the Ex-Teachers Association. He's 70 years old. Came back here to have his birthday.
Right, thank you.
And he basically, his name is Jackson Farrell, and it was a large gathering of people, at Murray Heights Hotel celebrating his birthday. I gave a little speech myself, and so a very short one. But one great thing, besides that, man, the food was so good.
Did you eat half of a breadfruit?
I ate a whole plate. I wanted to go back for seconds, but it was really good. But as we wait for that, what impressed me was early in the day. I was listening to the usual Sunday magazine program on this station.
Yes.
And they were talking about an aspect of healthcare, some things I did not know about. Let me tell you that. And that is the kind of services that are available and the kind of prices that I don't know if people really tuned into that. Imagine that to get a blood sugar test, it's been $6 for almost 20 years.
How much? 60?
$6.
A blood sugar.
Yes. And to get a chest x-ray, it's just $20. To get an ultrasound of your belly or whatever, it's $20. I am amazed at how you go and you get other type of blood tests and so forth. On average, they're about $20. And it really impresses me how inexpensive that aspect of care is. I guess why I found out that x-rays, you get x-ray at Buckingham Polyclinic, you get in Kingston, you get in Georgetown at the Modern Medical. I didn't realize that. And they're expanding x-ray services to other places. Like in the Grenadines, and also lab testing services. And I recall, writing prescription many years ago, and a person had to get on a van and travel to Kingston to get the blood test. And then you had to wait for the blood results to get back onto the chart and so. Well, here what's happening now, Christal, what surprises me is that by doing a lot of blood tests in the rural communities in the Grenadines, it saves the person that trip. It saves the person that trip. And then guess what? They now have machines like to do your something called hemoglobin A1C, and that type of blood sugar, and to do your lipid profile to see how much cholesterol in your blood and all that kind of thing. Guess what? They have machines now where you can get the results in 15 to 20 minutes.
That's good.
So the doctor, having seen the patient, 15, 20 minutes later, he could call the patient, hey, you know what? We found out that your kidneys are good, or your kidneys are bad. Or we found that your sugar has been very high for a little while because of what the test is showing. That means that that patient can be given a proper prescription before leaving the clinic, you know? I mean, I find that is really amazing. And practicing in the United States, you don't get results back that kind of quick. So
we're pretty much ahead.
No, and guess
what? Better off?
Guess what? I'm finding the same as being rated. They said there's a lady, Siobhan Stewart and so forth, who's the head of that. They indicated that the type of equipment, the type of ultrasound they have, the type of CAT scan machine they have, and she announced that within the next 2 to 3 months, they'll have the MRI up and running.
All right, it's 8:15.
Yeah, well, let's go.
All right, so hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Do we have the person there? Right?
Yes, it's hello, good morning. Can you speak up for us? Not too sure what is happening. Hello. So Ms. Roselle Solomon is supposed to be online. She's the vice president of the... Hello? Social Workers Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we're going to talk about the Social Work Day lecture. However, I'm not hearing you. I don't know if you want to call back, call from a different location, call from a different number.
It sounds like somebody's trying to speak.
Hello?
Problem.
Maybe that sounded like a butt dial there.
Maybe
somebody accidentally called
mute. I saw the video is on mute, so maybe is the sound on mute as well at their end.
I think somebody called. It's an error. All right. Yeah. So. All right. Let me. Okay, great. So it should come through now. All right. All righty then. So let's just wait the live link up. She's gonna call us via the telephone to talk about what's coming up and when it's coming up and the purpose and meaning behind it.
Okay. The call coming through.
All right, looks like we're cooking with gas. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Christal. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you this morning?
Yes. I am doing well. I'm excited about tomorrow.
Okay, on the line this morning is Ms. Roselle Solomon. She is the Vice President of the Social Workers Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we're going to talk about a Social Work Day lecture. So tell us all about that. What were the plans coming up with such an event?
Right. So globally, March is recognized as Social Work Month, and we also celebrate and commemorate Social Work Day. So for this year, the Social Workers Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we thought that we can do something a little bit different. And so we decided that we are going to host a lecture on social work day to commemorate our wonderful day that sends out appreciation to social workers across the world, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Lovely. So tell us more about what is supposed to happen in this event. Who is it open to?
All right. So the theme globally this year is respecting diversity through joint social action. And we looked at this and we thought that regarding what we've gone through in the past 2 years with all the different situations, including the pandemic, we thought that we need to highlight social work more. Not many individuals know what is social work or what social workers do. So this particular lecture is one of those things that helps to, one, bring awareness to social work. Secondly, social workers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and what we do. So we are having a lecture tomorrow, the 21st of March, 2023 at the UE Lecture Hall from 6 to 8 p.m. The theme is St. Vincent and the Grenadines, social work then and now. We want to give some comparisons. We want to see where we've been and where we are going. And our featured speaker is none other than one of our very own, Mrs. Deborah Dalrymple.
Nice.
So she is going to take us from when she initially became a social worker, when they started the association back then, and though it went dormant, it was revived about 3.5 years ago, to where we are now and where we are hoping to go. So that's what the lecture is focused on, in highlighting the achievements of social workers in St. Vincent, to give the public an understanding of social workers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, what we do, and to just really how are we going to chart that course forward in developing social workers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Okay. Where is it going to take place?
Right, so it's at the UE Open Campus Lecture Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So the newly minted structure, that was the old campus. That new campus now is on the lecture hall is situated on that facility. And so we are having the opportunity to use this esteemed academic institution in St. Vincent to really set the landscape and the environment for our prestigious lecture tomorrow.
Okay. And who is it open to? Who can attend?
It's open to everyone. The thing is, there are so many trained social workers in so not post them, but everywhere. We are everywhere.
Okay, you're breaking up a little bit. I'm not sure if you're moving about or...
My apologies for that. Are you hearing me clearly now?
Yes, much better.
Right. So it's for everyone. It's open to budding social workers, those who are thinking about a career in social work, those who are in training currently for social work, those who have been working, and those who are wondering, where do I go from here? And it's interesting.
Well, Christal?
Go ahead.
Let me...
It's cutting out again.
Yes, it's cutting out a bit.
Cutting out again?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all right. This is Dr. Thompson. I can tell you
Good day,
that
Dr. Thompson.
I am going to come and attend that lecture.
Wonderful.
Because it's not because Debbie Dalrymple is a Rose Hall girl from North England. Her family is from there. But she is... I tell you, she is, as you said, an icon. I mean, she's the individual who helped develop the Marion House there.
Yes, definitely.
And really did a remarkable job. And now she basically, I think she heads the UWI itself, right?
She has just retired. So she now has...
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yes, I heard that. Actually. I heard that.
Yes. So what she's going to do is really give us an opportunity to hear her story, and the story of other social workers.
Yes.
To encourage those who are in training, those who want to participate in the lectures, to come down to hear her experience.
myself.
Yeah.
My job over the years could never have been successfully accomplished without the efforts of social workers. You know,
Thank you.
we treat the patient, and when we think they're better, we expect them to be discharged, but they may be still relatively sick. And so that's where the social worker takes over. How do they get back home? How do they follow up? And especially those who have issues, financial issues or drug issues or other social problems in terms of housing or family, husbands, wives. And it's a social worker who stitches all those things together and knows how to do it and really puts it. So I'm in awe of social workers. I want to thank you.
So much.
I'll be there.
All right.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Start time.
Yes. Start time is at 6 p.m. sharp, not on Vincentian time, but we're starting at 6 p.m. sharp so that we're able to have a rich discussion so that those who are, taking public transportation, they're able to go home at a safe, respectable time. So it's supposed to be for 2 hours for us to jumpstart, hopefully, this tradition of social work lectures in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's open to everyone, UE students, other students who are across different campuses who are on mainland, those who are practicing social workers, those who have not practiced. This is an opportunity for us to come together as a profession and for us to really love ourselves, to respect ourselves as social workers, to see ourselves as these quality professionals as we move on in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Okay, lovely. Now, for those who cannot physically make it, is there an opportunity for listen, whether it's online,
Currently,
Zoom?
we are working on it, but for now, it's just in person. But we're definitely working on having a link sorted out so that those who are not in country, those who cannot make it, they're able to access it virtually.
Okay. Yes, because we want to maximize your reach.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So we have just about 2 minutes or so to with you this morning. What are your final thoughts? Words of encouragement?
Final thoughts. Thank you to WFM for accommodating us this morning. Sorry for the drop in communication, but definitely we would love to encourage those social workers, friends of social workers, those others in the academic field, all the other associations that we've reached out to really come and just let us be one, because it's not just social workers. We are all together working for the benefit of this individual, the family, the community, a system so that we all can have a better quality of life.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you, Christal.
No problem. And all the best tomorrow with the event.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
All right, then. Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Have a good one.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All
right. Bye-bye.
I know some listeners did not know that we had such an association in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but there you have it. They're having an event tomorrow, and hopefully you have the time to take in a bit of the lecture. Now, it's 8:27. We have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Courts St. Vincent Limited, because it's a Monday morning.
In observance of Heroes Day, Republic Bank wants to help you own a piece of the gem of the Antilles with land. Built easy and mortgage loans at the lowest interest rates. Heroes go places, and so can you, with 100% financing on new vehicles at low interest rates. Heroes go for their dreams. You can too with the Make It Happen loan up to $40,000 unsecured. With Republic, you enjoy flexible repayment and the best credit card services on SVG. Heroes never settle when there's a better choice. Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a whole new world out there. Reaching new customers and getting products faster. That's what it's all about. Ocean freight rates are skyrocketing, so don't pay more for slower service. It's time to switch to faster, more reliable air cargo service with SkyMax Cargo. Up to 3 flights weekly to and from the USA, Puerto Rico, and the Caribbean islands. Providing excellent import, export, and e-commerce solutions to put you ahead of the the competition. For special low rates on small packages and air cargo, contact SkyMax today. 784-456-5400. Local agents SwiftPack Interprime Cargo. Call 784-456-5400 to book your shipments today.
Whatever you are celebrating, birthdays, anniversaries, engagements, retirement, or just celebrating life, the place to be is at Basil's Bar Kingstown. Established for over 38 years, we are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with an exquisite ambiance. We have a set menu and 3 a la carte menus to choose from, and we are flexible to all requests. We go above and beyond to serve you. Basil's Bar Kingstown, where it's more than just a meal, it's an adventure. Call for reservations at 457-2713.
Boy, that's where you getting crashing on. Your brakes real good, boy.
Now brakes alone good enough. My tires good too.
Tires? Where you get them tires, boy?
Out by Caribbean Tire Plus, man. They out in Addersville. Can't miss it. Look for the orange container on them. Plenty parking space and open 7 days a week all thing, man. Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call them today. Caribbean Tire Plus, 784-432-4786 or email ctiresplus@gmail.com.
WeFM 99.9, home of quality programming. A source of reliable news and information. Home of legendary voices and music. WeFM 99.9, the clean first sound. Visit us online at www.999wefm.com or call 457-9994. WeFM 99.9, the clean first sound.
If you are a woman between the age of 40 to 60 and you feel hot, raise your hand. Yes, you are beautiful, but you also might be experiencing the big M, a critical transition in every woman's life. So bring a girlfriend and come join us on Friday, March 31st at the Russell Auditorium, Stony Ground at 6 p.m. Come meet expert consultant OBGYN presenters, Dr. Sandra Viner from Barbados and Dr. Camille Nichols of SVG. Let's talk about what perimenopause and menopause means and how they affect you. Tickets are $100 and available at Corrèze Pharmacy. Friday, March 31st, 6 p.m. at the Russell Auditorium. Menopause matters.
Nothing sounds as good as WEFM, the clean fresh sound.
While we await a live link up with Court St. Vincent Limited this wonderful Monday morning, we say good morning to all those who are listening at home and abroad. If you're on the road right now, good morning. Make sure you take it easy. You hear the officers say 9 accidents reported over the weekend. Boy, if I didn't have anything to do, I'm sorry, I would have been sitting down wondering how I can make some money, because accident seems like a big business. Anyways, please take it easy on the roads of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, while we wait, maybe we could say congratulations at this time to Dr. Kishore Shallow. All right, he is set to become the new Cricket West Indies president, as his opponent excused himself from the race, which automatically means that he's next in line. So this story is coming from St. Vincent Times. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
That is wonderful news. Keyshawn, congratulations, Dr. Shallow. You know, really, this individual is growing.
Yes. I'm so proud of him. It says, former Cricket West Indies CWI president Wycliffe Dave Cameron is calling for unity among the territorial boards as Vincentian. Dr. Kishore Shallow gets ready to take over as head of the regional governing body. It's gonna be a tough one. He would have served as vice president before.
He would have served as vice president. You see, in terms of the board and so forth, it's different from management. You know what I mean? And so the issue is management, selectors, and how players are treated, and so.
Yeah.
And I think Kishore is going to do an excellent job. I think he's got some good ideas, some new ideas. Whether they could be put into play, boy, I'm betting on him. Put it that way.
Well, I'm confident that he has what it takes. I mean, to get as far as president of the CWI is a major feat. Congratulations once again. I remember one time I had interviewed him a few years ago. I think it was just over 2 years ago. And he was telling us about his love for cricket and how he would play and practice. And he always thought that he would become, like, I'm paraphrasing, the next Brian Lara or a cricket star. But, you know, sometimes in life, there's a different plan for you. So your love might be for something. In his case, cricket, it doesn't necessarily mean that becoming a cricketer is what you're destined to do. And he took his passion for cricket straight to the top. Some way. He was able to really give back and express his love and appreciation for the sport. VPL is coming around. It's around the corner. I already see them advertising. So looking forward to that. All right. Something else over the weekend that's not as nice. I'm seeing here a British national would have drowned off the coast of St. Vincent while snorkeling. He was on vacation sailing. I think he's 77 years old. Condolences to the family and friends. It's really sad.
St. Vincent. No idea where that was, huh? Did they indicate?
It says just off the coast of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, you know, we have some calm waters and we have some rough waters. And, you know, some people may take a chance. I'm curious about that. That needs a little follow-up on that story.
Yeah, they said
because I think people should be alerted and warned about these things. You know,
but it says that he has a lot of experience sailing, snorkeling.
Because
he's very adventurous.
In terms of some places where the currents, riptide, all the sort of things. If you don't know, no matter how experienced you are, you could get caught up. You know, especially on the windward side of the island. You know. Where there's some fairly rough seas and a lot of currents.
That is true. So make sure you look out for the weather report too, you know.
Yes.
Because that's some very important information that can guide you. In some other news, the press conference on Friday, there was a press conference between PSU, the lawyers in the case, against the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the St. Vincent and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union and the union responsible for the police. They all jointly had a press conference on Friday afternoon that lasted for about 2 hours. And there are some things that are coming out of that. One of them was their intention to have a picket today. It was quite an interesting press conference. I got through about half of it. I listened to the president of the PSU, the president of the Police Welfare, and the president of the SVG Teachers Union. Started listening to Jomo Thomas's delivery, but I have to go back to it. A few things are coming out of that, including... Well, they're very happy. Very happy. I don't know if you want to jump in and share how you feel about either the pronouncements by Justice Esco Henry. Today marks 1 week. Or either the fact that the workers showed up to work on Wednesday morning and then they were referred to the Ministry of Education and other places. And whether or not they should, I think that's the debate right now, whether or not they should be at their former place of employment, as in where they were before, things would have transpired, or if they should stay home and wait on directives. I am not too certain at this point. I know that there was an application done on whether or not if it was accepted and approved. Don't know if you want to jump in on how you feel about this one here before we get to the other topic this morning.
Yeah, well, I think that I don't know if the appeal has been signed and filed, but I think that that's where things are likely to go. When these things, if it has been filed, then I think one has to just wait and see. Surely people have opinions, and so in terms of which way will go, they'll have passionate opinions. But really wait and see really how this is going.
Wait and see. I just have two things about it to say at this point in time. One, what are they supposed to do until that time? Because as it stands, shouldn't the results from the courts stand? Shouldn't they be at work? Or should they?
I think that if there has been an appeal filed, and if there's been some action, such as a stay or injunction or whatever the case might be, I'm not really sure. So I have to really follow through on that, because the information that listening to Ask the Fan on another radio station on several occasions, they indicated that by Wednesday morning of last week, they would have filed an appeal. I have not as yet ascertained whether that has been done. But if they said they were going to file an appeal since last week, then I'm assuming that it was done. And the question is that will give more direction as regards what would take place. So in terms of speculating as regards whether people should go back to work or people have an automatic right on the ruling and so forth, I'm not absolutely sure of that law. Maybe somebody who's in the legal field will be able to advise on that.
Interesting. No, I disagree with when they say, okay, so everybody has a right to appeal. And if the government says that they are going to, then so be it. I disagree with telling people that, okay, let's go down and picket peacefully to try to discourage them from appealing. Because if the situation were turned around, I'm absolutely certain that you would have wanted to appeal the judgment as well. And appealing the result in court is a right that is available to each and every person within this jurisdiction. So I don't understand the rationale behind.
I've been meeting persons who say they want to meet the Prime Minister, put some pressure around it. This is normal as a political norm. But at the same time, you hear things from either side that an appeal process, if you were convicted of a particular issue in court, you can put in an appeal, right? Before that full judgment to go. But one thing is important, is that the judge more or less forecasted what she was going to say. The actual judgment, from what I understand, hasn't been actually issued yet. So one of the things is, how can you appeal something that hasn't come out yet? So in the same way, something that hasn't come out officially yet, therefore hasn't gone into effect, so that persons could then go back to work and so forth. Let me restate that. If you have an idea what the text is, but you haven't received the document, in other words, if I've told you that you're going to be employed, but you haven't received your letter of appointment, therefore you can't go and start working before you receive your letter of appointment. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've put that in that particular sense, that the judgment, the official judgment, the written judgment is not out yet. It was delivered through on online means and so forth. So I think we can expect that, whether the appeal and nothing else. Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, good morning, amigo. How are you this morning? Welcome.
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine for the moment. Thank you.
Yes, been a long time since I've been here.
I know. I feel like it's been ages, probably over a year, man. So what's up
Yeah,
with Courts Ready Cash this morning?
like we have a lot going on. So for those of the listeners who don't know, we're code telecashes because it happens at the post office
Mm-hmm.
and Kingston. So we offer cash loans and the requirements for cash loans are very small. We don't need a lot to qualify for cash loan with us. You just need to get proof of identification, proof of address, and proof of income. So let's say you never credited code before, you will need 2 pages of ID. So your ID and your driver's license, your passport and national ID, whichever two. You also need for proof of income, that is equally a tablet and a pistol. I mean, if you don't receive tablet, then that's fine. I mean, if you don't receive pistol, that's fine. Or if you're not traditionally employed, let's say you receive money from overseas, you can bring in the Western Union documents and you can work it as well, so you don't have to have an employer per se.
Mm-hmm.
Or if even if you're then you can still qualify for the pension form. And for proof of address, it's if you have a utility bill in your name, then you can put that in, and then we can work with that, right? So your address. We have
Lovely.
a couple of going on at the moment. So we offer business loans for those who live, and we have a promotion loan where we just giving $20 million to, well, persons in the agriculture industry, persons to farmers, fishermen. So if that is something you're interested in, you can get $20,000. You can come in with your documents, you see a proof of identification, address and income, and we'll ask you to present the business documents so that you know this is how much money you make and what's not to qualify for our agriculture fund. So we're trying to assist with all local farmers, fishermen, whatever the case may be, you know, to get business going in that area. And we also have for regular instruments, if you give us a loan of $3,000 a month, you can spin the wheel. We have a wheel in store. You can spin it. You can win the grand prize is a staycation for 2 at each bonus. So that's the grand prize. You can also win different vouchers, grocery vouchers, sports vouchers, discounts. You know, you can come in, take a loan of $3,000 a month, and you get a tax stimulate. So it's a win-win in that situation. So that those are the 2 specials that we have going on at the moment. Right? So feel free to take advantage of those. And don't forget the documents that you need, proof of identification, address, and income.
Right.
If you want to call, you can call 456-135. 456-135, that's the number to call if you want to reach us. We know that easy coming up on some people may want to get some funds to do what they have to do because they have a holiday. So if you don't get free, you can come in, check us out, and we are here and ready to assist you. 456-135. The extension, if you want to get used, is 2123. That's the extension. If you want to call that to speak to me, then you can do that as well. The first opportunity general post office in Kingston is ready for you, Lady. You come up from like Big Road, that area, that strip. So start to miss it. You can come in, you don't need an appointment. You can come and speak to any one of our over trips. And in 24 hours, you can be walking over there with your cat and flying in. So I'm looking forward to see the general public.
All right. And there's a website that we can get information from. What's that?
Yes, you can get information. So you can also get it not all, but you can get the social media. So we are on Instagram and Facebook. And Instagram is Ready Cash. And on Facebook, it's same code Ready Cash. You can get information there. There's also a website where you can apply online. It's ReadyFinanceCaribbean.com. ReadyFinanceCaribbean.com. You just need the same sort of documents. You can upload them. So the same procedure. You can upload the documents and somebody will contact you. So those are what you can see. It's Coach Ready Cash on Facebook and it's Ready Cash on Instagram, Ready Cash SPG.
All right. Lovely. Thank you so much, amigo, for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. Have a new enjoy your day.
You're welcome. Same to you. Thank you very much. All right, and that was Courts Ready Cash joining us this morning, as usual, on Monday morning. At this time, it's 12 minutes on to 9 o'clock. Let's take a quick break and come right back.
Hola, amigos! The Awesome Family Circus comes to SVG. Bring the whole family to the Victoria Park on the Easter weekend for 4 spectacular shows. Come and enjoy great family entertainment with clowns, magicians, acrobats, and much, much more. The Kids Play Park is open on Sunday and Monday from 1 p.m. Tickets 40 adults, 20 for the kids. Available at Pickles 1 and 2, the Pembroke Summer Station, Country Mart in Georgetown, Chill Spot, Diamond Groceries 1 and 2, Four Shells Restaurant, St. Vincent. Don't miss the biggest family event to be held in SVG in decades. It's the Awesome Family Circus, sponsored by Vitamalt, the NLA, in collaboration with Easy Bake, Island Sip, Coca-Cola, Digicel, and Ticket Pal.
Alan Smith and Family Bakery, the worldwide name for all your bakery needs, specializing in wedding cakes, birthday cakes, the world famous hard dough and light dough, multi-grain by special order, and now available baguette bread at all your leading supermarket outlets. And for that sweet tooth, currant rolls, jam buns, homemade sweet bread, guava and apple tarts, butter and oatmeal cookies, and for your savory needs, beef and chicken patties. Alan Smith and Family Bakery supplies bread to the Grenadines, Leeward and Woodward side of the island. Contact us at Alan Smith Family Bakery at gmail.com. Call us 457-8317, 457-8550, or 533-0943. Located along the main road in Camden Park Industrial Estate, we are the healthy choice. All our products are made with 0 grams trans fat ingredients. Quality is our passion. We open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Sundays and public holidays, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for your continued support in the years ahead.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience, with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
For over 20 years, Cubano Limited professionally delivers top quality products and exceptional service. Located in Sand Hill in Kingstown, we are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. We supply animal feed, dog and cat food, animal supplements, a wide range of floral supplies, nursery pots, ground cover and shade cloth, and much more. We also stock a wide range of motor vehicle supplies, including automotive oils, filters for all vehicles, engine coolants, and much more. Email us today at Cubano_1@hotmail.com or call us today 451-2911 or 493-7175. Cubano Limited, professional, top quality, and exceptional service.
Celebrate 22 years of labor governance with the world boss, Comrade Ralph, the ULP, and a star-studded Caribbean cast from Barbados, from Mighty Gabby. From Trinidad, Logic.
I got you among my friends, please. Because we don't know all the enemies.
And Nyla Blackman. And from SVG, the Triple X Megadog, Fireman Hooper, and the General, Skinny Fabulous. Sunday, March 26th, E.T. Joshua Runway.
For the best in tires and tire-related services, come to Kelly's Tire Shop, located in the Blue Building, just before the old police station in Top Kettles. We supply new and used tires in all sizes. Kelly's Tire Shop offers professional services, such as wheel balancing, rotations, batteries, tubes for all size tires, new and used tires in all sizes, new and used rims, and other accessories. With over 15 years experience, come to Kelly's Tire Shop for reliable and professional service. Call Kelly's Tire Shop today at 457-7306 or WhatsApp us at 527-3893. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We are closed on Saturdays. Kelly's Tire Shop, located in the blue building just before the old police station in Top Cattels. Drop in today.
WEFM 99.9.
All right, 6 minutes on to 9 o'clock. There's just one more stop before we head to. We're going to talk about health and.
We talk about medicinal cannabis. Yes.
Right. Before we head on to that, there's one final thing that I saw over the weekend. Just an appeal to dog owners. Please take care of your animals. If you don't have a perimeter fence, tie your animals, tie your dogs as much as you possibly can. Some dogs might get away. Do whatever it is in your power to safeguard your animals and prevent them from going onto other people's property. There's a post on social media that's going around right now concerning a resident. I think it's from Mesopotamia. And basically they're saying the neighbor has a pit bull, a male pit bull, and there are photographs of the pit bull holding the person's dog, gripping the dog in their mouth. Obviously, the dog died. And they're saying that they've had other dogs that have been killed by said pit bull. Sometimes the pit bull gets away and comes into the yard. The owner of the house, the property, the people who are being disadvantaged, they have 2 young children under the age of 6. My mind went straight to, and I know that as a parent, if you are a parent, your mind is going to go straight to that. Worst case scenario. I don't understand how people could be so disrespectful and so unreasonable in their thinking. You have a pit bull. It's not an ordinary dog. You are feeding the dog raw meat, so it has an expectation. It is a male. Looking at the photographs, it ain't looking like you could control that dog properly either. Your yard ain't fenced. You obviously do not have proper control of the dog. Just the other day, a pit bull in Indian Bay, run down a woman and her little poodle. She had to scale a wall. Tanti probably never even knew she had that kind of power and ability. In the face of adversity, your body could do it, almost anything. You wanting to have a pet is all well and good until you are crossing boundaries. It is clear that you care about nobody else but yourself and that dog. I see people from time to time walking the streets with massive dogs and no guards. I know you want to say, I coward. And I have reason to be coward because it's not my dog. And I don't know what that dog thinking when it's watching me or anybody else. About a week or 2 weeks ago, the first time in a very long time, I saw a gentleman with a dog. The dog had a muzzle on its mouth. I was so proud. Praise the Lord. One person. in my sightings, thought it best to do the best thing while he was walking his dog. If you were in the position, you have your 2 children and your neighbor had a vicious dog and he is not taking proper care of the dog, you would think differently. Just think about your brother and your sister for a moment. Think about how petrified the parents are. Children have to run up the steps because the dog got away and killed the other dog. Their dog, their pet, could have gone after somebody else. Think about that for a moment. Worst case scenario. Be mindful of your actions. I'm absolutely certain if it were a different neighbor, somebody who had prestige or money, it would have been a totally different story. Monkey know which tree for climb. Protect your dog. Keep your dog tied. Put up a fencing around your property if you can, or point blank. If you cannot take care of your vicious dog, you cannot control your vicious dog. People shouldn't have to be working their tail off to pay mortgage and can't sleep well, go outside and enjoy themselves on the property just for you and your pit bull. Doc, are you going to throw any 2 cents there? Or?
No, you said it all.
Okay. A few seconds on to the 9 o'clock hour. At 9 o'clock, we bring to you the ECCB bank rates for today. When we come back, we're going to be talking about medicinal marijuana. And Dr. Thompson will take care of that discussion when we come back. The ECCB bank rates are brought to you compliments the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If you want to send us a WhatsApp, the number is 457-9994. The number to call is 457-9997. We're going to end this live right now. I'm sorry I can't take your call because it is 9 o'clock. All right, so we got to go.
Brick by brick, piece by piece, building with technology, helping wealth increase. Starting small, building the future, doing more every day, doing more together. The bank we count on.